Hey gang, so today I want to talk about the water cycle choice boards. I'm looking at the assignment this week and I want to explain how you do it. So notice on the side you have little small views of the actual slide. You want to make sure you see this at all time. If you're in present mode, and present mode is either a little icon down here or view slideshow, you do not want to do that because when you actually work through it, you can't do anything or change anything. So do not change that area. So you want to stay outside and you want to make sure you see these on your left-hand side throughout the whole time. So going into our first slide, we have directions. It says this assignment will be split up into 3 parts: explore, review, and assess. You'll work through each choice board, slides 4 through 6 at your own pace. The required material is red. If you see anything in red, you have to do that. You will then go to your, then you'll work at your own pace. You'll choose 2 activities from the explore and review sections. The assessment section has nothing in red, which means you get to choose any task you want to complete. Once you've completed the board, you want to move the cloud over it. If you notice this example little here, they have little clouds over the activities, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. We also want to save this as your own work. So File, Save As, and then you want to name it with your name in it. So I called it Joe Miller Water Cycle, and that saved it as my own work. And I'm going to name it 1 because I already have a water cycle named after myself. Um, you'll see the direction video, which you're watching right now. And then the first activity is pre-learning. So you're going to go ahead and tell me what you know about the water cycle, how does the water cycle move around the earth, and why do you think the water cycle is important to life on earth? These are your thoughts. There is no correct answer, but try to put in as much detail as you can. Once you get through slide 4, you move on to slide 5. This is the explore section. Notice that the first 2 boxes are in red. This means these are required activities, and you notice that there's a little cloud that says required activity. So the first one says read topic 5, lesson 1. Many of you have already done that when you work through the work packets. So guess what? That's an easy one to slide over. Then you want to read the or watch the video on relative humidity and dew point. So you're going to watch that video and put that over there. With these hyperlinks, you'll notice that if you click on them, because this is in present mode, it does not do anything. You need to right click, meaning click the right hand side of your mouse, and you'll notice a button that says open hyperlink. Bloop, 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 bloop. Once you click open hyperlink, it's going to open it for you in a different format. And sorry, my computer is opening it. It's just I have a lot of things open. So that is one way to do it. Once you've watched the video, you put your cloud over it, and there it goes. So there's the video that we just opened a second ago. Once you're done, just close out your window and then go back to your PowerPoint. So then after you do the required activities, there are 2 more choices that you get to pick. So notice that the next 2 clouds say my choice activity, my choice activity. There are still 7 boxes left. You get to choose any of those activities that you would like to do. Once you've done it, you click your cloud, drag it over. So say if you watch the YouTube video on water cycle, boom, done. Then maybe you've watched the Khan Academy video on water cycle, you move it over and you're done. Once all 4 clouds are covering your boxes, you are done with this section and you move on to the next one. So I'm going to move from explore to water cycle review. In this one, it says label the parts of the water cycle on this diagram on the slide. So again, I'm touching, nothing's happening. Why? Because I have to right click and open hyperlink. And it's going to drop me down here. This is another slide in it. This is slide number 11. And all I have to do is click on the words and drag them where they need to go. So where does condensation go? I put it in the correct boxes. Once I've moved all my words to the correct location, I'm going to go back up to the slide that I was just on, which was review. I've done my required activity. I move my cloud over, and then I do the next one, matching. The matching one, again, right click, open hyperlink, has two things. I have the definitions, I have the terminology. So I am going to go ahead and drag the words where I think they belong, and then the definition that goes with them. Once I've done that, I go back up to review, and I put my next required activity cloud over it. Then I get my choices. So I can do one round of quizzes, I can do a YouTube or watch a YouTube video on Get Up and Dance, I can do the review sets on Quizlet, I can color and draw, I can take a picture of the internet of the water cycle and put them into the slide to describe everything. But once you've done that, you put your cloud over your activities that you've done, and you are done with review. The last section is assessment. So with your assessment, you get to choose any of these activities. And I'm going to actually have a couple more clouds that you can do for extra credit. But basically, you get to choose what your assessment part is. Again, if it's got the um, little blue hyperlink, you right click, open hyperlink. But if it asks you to upload it into the assessment side, once we get down a little further, you have the short story, which is part of your assessment. You can choose. If you drew something, you can insert the picture here. Water cycle pictures can go into here. Water cycle motions, videos, you can put in there. Your assessment slide, you can put any of the things that are your assessments into here. Not all of these extra slides are going to be utilized because some of them are not the activities you chose. So you do not have to have something in every slide. You're just doing the slides that the directions tell you to do, if that makes any sense to you. So if you have any questions, you can email me or message me in the Teams chat, or we can talk during the office hours on Tuesday and Thursday. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.